Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Animal Crossing. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I bought a Nintendo Switch and the game Animal Crossing. Been obsessed with it. I mean obsessed. That's all I want to do is play Animal Crossing. Today I'm going to talk about why the game is so popular. And so let's get into it. So Animal Crossing has sold over 35 million units since its release. It might even be more than that at this point, but that was the last figure that I could find. Let's think about that. 35 million units of just that one game. Why? Why is Animal Crossing so popular? You know, I never had any interest in this game until I decided that I wanted to find a game that I could totally immerse myself in, that I would enjoy, just to have some variety from watching TV and reading books. And so I started doing a lot of research, and the more I found out about this, the more I thought that it might be a good fit for what I was looking for. And indeed, it is. The only requirement that I had was I wanted a game that wasn't violent, because so many video games now are shooting, killing, violent, And the world that we live in is violent enough without playing a game that's violent too. And I think based on the popularity of Animal Crossing, I would say that a lot of people agree with me. Now, this is a game that a lot of kids play, and that's part of it. But there are a lot of adults that play Animal Crossing too, even like famous people, celebrities, politicians. A lot of people have been curious about it, and once they checked it out, were really surprised at how much they enjoyed it. So today I want to talk about why it's so popular. It's not just that it's fun. There's much more to it than that. The world that we live in has become a nightmare in a lot of ways. I mean, you can't go out in public anymore without a mask on. You're constantly wondering, am I going to get sick? Is my family going to get sick? Are my friends going to get sick? Am I going to die? I mean, we're all going to die, but you know what I mean. Are we going to get coronavirus and die from this? There's so much division amongst people based on politics and religion and opinions about social issues. And there's just so much division. People are worried about their future. People are worried about their jobs. For the people who are lucky enough to have a job, there's so much uncertainty and unhappiness and stress in life. Here comes Animal Crossing. And to me, this is sort of like medicine. Because in Animal Crossing, first of all, the characters in Animal Crossing are animals. That's why they call it that. You are the only human in the game. And the animals in Animal Crossing are all unique. They all have their own personalities. You can interact with them as much or as little as you want. The more of these characters you have the opportunity to meet, you'll connect with certain ones more than others, just like in life, you connect with some people more than others. But the thing is, there's so many aspects about this game that are enjoyable. Here are just a few things that you can do in Animal Crossing. You can walk on the beach. You can go fishing. You can go swimming in the ocean and gather trinkets, creatures, whatever, without fear of a great white shark attacking you. I used to love to go swimming in the ocean when I was a kid. And then I saw the movie Jaws, and I never wanted to go swimming in the ocean again because it never occurred to me that these things could attack me, and that just took all the fun out of it, and then I didn't want to do it anymore. Plus, I got caught in a riptide once and almost drowned, so that was between that and the great whites, I didn't want to do it. But yeah, you can swim in the ocean in this game, and you don't have to worry about getting attacked by a great white or anything like that. What else can you do? You can walk around the island. You can plant things. You can get a house. You start off with a tent, but you can eventually get a house, and then you can decorate your house and buy things for your house, and eventually you can upgrade to a bigger house, and you can make friends on the island. And like I said, you can interact with them as little or as much as you want. The more you interact with them, the more opportunities will present themselves in the form of getting gifts and having fun and that sort of thing. You can chop trees. The trees will give you materials that you need to build things, and there's a lot of things that you're going to need to build to play the game. There are tasks to be performed. As you're on the island, things will happen, circumstances will change, and then you'll have new goals to meet and tasks to do. But all these things take you out of the real world into this simulation that is really fun. It is really, really fun. There's music. There's a musician called KK Slider. I have not met him yet. I have not been to any of his performances, but because I've been doing a lot of research, I'm aware of who he is and what he does. And one of the things that they give you when you start the game is a radio. And when you turn this radio on, it's his music that you're listening to. And he has, I think, 98 songs available. If you want to hear his music, just type in KK Slider in the search bar on YouTube. And people have done videos where they have all his music. Or you can either just listen to one song, or I found one video that had all his music in that one video. And I bookmarked it so that I could listen to, multiple songs, because it's different when you listen to that radio in the game. It's kind of, the sound is not that great, so it's more fun to listen to it on YouTube. But he's a little Jack Russell dog with a guitar, and I guess on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, he gives a concert. But the concert is in a location that I don't seem to have on my island, so I think it might be on a different island. That's another thing. They have an airport at the island, and they just gave me a ticket, so that now I can go to visit the other islands and see what they're like. And I think the main reason why they give you that is so that you can get the resources that they need. Because I noticed that the people who own and run this island business don't actually do anything. They get you to do all the work for them. They give you all these tasks to perform. They want you to collect things, materials and stuff, and then they'll do things like, for example, there's a guy who wants to build a museum, and he needs your help. You have to get him specimens for his museum. And then once you give him the specimens, then he can open his museum. But you've done the work for him. And then there's one of the employees of the island. They want to build a store, and they're going to need material to build the store. They're going to need wood and other things, and when you bring them the materials, they can build a store. So they get you to do all the work for them. But it has its rewards, because you do get gifted certain things for doing these tasks for other, I was going to say people, but they're animals. They're raccoons, actually, the ones that own the business, the island business. And then the guy who owns the museum, he's not a guy, he's an owl. So anyways, yeah, it's a reality simulation playing this game, but not in the way that The Sims was. If you're familiar with The Sims, I bought that game when I used to play PC games, and I hated it. I really hated it. I did not understand why people liked that, because it was just like reality. You would eat, you would sleep, you would talk to people, you would work. It just, there wasn't any fun to it. Or maybe I just didn't play it long enough to get to the fun part, but I didn't like that game at all. You were constantly having to monitor things. With Animal Crossing, you go at your own pace. I'm going at a pretty fast pace. I've only been playing this game for like 3 days, and I've already accomplished tons. They even said, the owl at the museum said that he couldn't believe that I brought him all the species he needed in one day. But that's because I just can't put the Joy-Cons down. I'm having so much fun. And thanks for the comments that you guys left about pieces of information that you didn't know if I would know or not. And thank you for the invitations to come visit your island. And I probably will take you guys up on that eventually. But right now, I feel like I've got so much to do and so much I want to get done before any of that happens, you know, because my house, I've got my house now. I'm not in a tent anymore. And I'm sleeping on a cot. So I want to at least have a bed and stuff before I invite people over, you know. So, and plus I have family and friends in real life that I would like to check out their islands too. So it's a great escapism. If you are on the fence about this, if it's something that you've thought about or didn't know about, I highly, highly recommend it. If you aren't sure, watch some stuff on YouTube, watch some videos, learn more about it. And then once you get a feel for it, you'll be able to tell if it's something that might interest you. I will tell you though that in the beginning, it can be a bit repetitious, and sometimes it gets a little frustrating because it takes so long to accomplish the goals, but there's a certain satisfaction from accomplishing those goals, and you do usually get rewarded for getting things done and accomplishing things. So I think that to wrap this up, the reason why this game is so popular is because it takes you out of the scary, depressing, stressful world we live in and puts you in a world the way maybe you would like things to be. And that's okay. I think that anything that can reduce the stress in your life and give you a momentary bit of happiness, because no matter who you are or what your circumstances are, you have stress in your life. And for those of you that think you're living a perfect existence, sometimes you have stress and you don't even realize you have stress. But everybody has problems and things that they need to step back from. Even me. I have things that are going on in my life that, you know, I don't talk to you guys about things, but you know, I have problems, you have problems, everybody has problems. Everybody has stress and things in their life that they just need to step back from now and then. And so Animal Crossing is sort of like a good way, a nice, healthy environment to be in and to do what you want to do. You know, there are tasks and goals to accomplish in the game, but you don't even have to do that. You can just sit on the beach and stare at the ocean, and, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can sit in your tent and listen to music. You can talk to people. You can do what you want. That's the beauty of it. There's really no end goal. The goals are only there if you want to do them. You don't have to. So it can be whatever you want it to be, and that's why I love it. So yeah, that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you've thought about maybe picking up Animal Crossing, yeah, check out some videos, see if you think you'll like it. And because it's not cheap, so I want you to be happy with your purchase. So check it out, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.